Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're diving into the wild beauty and hidden value of one of America's most underrated coins, a coin that might be sitting unnoticed in your change jar or tucked away in a forgotten drawer. Yes, we're talking about the United States 2015 Kisatchie National Forest Quarter, part of the America the Beautiful series. At first glance, it may look like just another quarter. But believe me, this coin holds secrets that could turn pocket change into a gold mine. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll find out how this humble quarter could be worth a small fortune, up to $80,000. Let's begin our journey in the heart of Louisiana, where the Kisatchie National Forest sprawls across hundreds of thousands of acres. That's the forest celebrated on the reverse side of this incredible coin. The design is nothing short of breathtaking. A majestic wild turkey takes flight across the forest, its wings outstretched in motion, surrounded by tall longleaf pines. It's not just a coin, it's a tribute to the raw, untamed beauty of American wilderness. Every detail in that artwork pays homage to the natural richness of Kisatchie and to the pride of Louisiana's only national forest. Flip the coin over, and of course, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington. Classic, strong, timeless. But the real magic is in the minting, specifically the tiny details that could turn this everyday quarter into a once-in-a-lifetime collector's item. Why is the 2015 Kisatchie quarter catching the attention of collectors around the world? Well, like all coins in the America the Beautiful series, it was produced in multiple mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these quarters are still floating around in circulation, picked up at gas stations or used in vending machines. But a few, very few, were struck with rare minting errors that make them unbelievably valuable. Imagine finding a coin with a double die, where the image appears slightly duplicated due to a misalignment in the minting process. On the Kisatchie quarter, this could mean a turkey with doubled feathers, or forest lines that seem to shift and shimmer. These are called double die errors, and they're highly sought after. Another possible error? Off-center strikes, when the coin wasn't aligned properly during production, leaving part of the design missing or shifted. These quirks make the coin rare and, in the eyes of collectors, beautiful. And then there's the elite category: proof errors or wrong planchet errors, where the Kisatchie design may have been mistakenly stamped on a different metal blank entirely. These coins are nearly mythical in the collector's world. They're so rare, they're almost never seen outside high-end auctions or private collections. Now, here's where things get really exciting. For those of you who are passionate about coins, you already know that condition is everything. A 2015 Kisatchie quarter straight from circulation might only be worth face value. But if you've got one in uncirculated condition, shiny, flawless, untouched by human hands, it's a different story. Even better, if your coin has one of the rare errors we just talked about, and it's been preserved in perfect condition. It moves into elite territory. This is where coin grading comes in. Coins graded MS67 or higher, mint state condition, especially with errors, can fetch astronomical prices. Collectors, pay close attention. This coin is not just about metal. It's about history. It's about art. It's about the story it tells, from the wild forest of Louisiana to the high-stakes world of rare coin collecting. It's the thrill of the hunt, the passion for detail, and the satisfaction of discovering something rare hiding in plain sight. So how much can a coin like this really be worth? Well, there are verified reports and collector appraisals that place certain rare 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarters, with significant mint errors and in pristine condition, at a staggering value of $80,000. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter, worth 25 cents to most, could be worth $80,000 in the right condition, with the right error, and in the right hands. So take a moment. Check your pocket. Open that old coin jar. Look closely at those quarters you never give a second thought to. Who knows, you might just be holding a hidden treasure worth more than some cars or even college tuition. Top 2, we're taking a deep dive into the incredible story behind the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter, a beautifully designed piece of American history that's become one of the most intriguing coins in the entire 50-state quarters program. But here's the twist. While millions of these quarters were minted and used every day across the country, there's a tiny number of them, just a few, that possess rare errors and unique traits which make them worth far more than face value. So grab your magnifying glass and stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll find out how one Oklahoma quarter could be worth an astonishing $78,000. Let's begin with the design. The Oklahoma State Quarter was released in 2008 and honors the 46th state to join the Union. On the reverse side, you'll find one of the most elegant and graceful designs of the entire series, a scissor-tailed flycatcher in full flight, soaring above a field of wild Indian blanket flowers, the state wildflower of Oklahoma. This coin doesn't just represent a state, it captures movement, nature, and identity in one of the most artistic ways ever seen on a piece of currency. The bird's wings are stretched mid-flight, feathers detailed with precision, while the flowers bloom across the lower field, symbolizing the vibrant life and beauty of the Sooner State. Flip the coin over, and you're greeted by the classic portrait of George Washington, the proud and enduring face of the quarter since 1932. But it's not the design alone that makes this quarter stand out in the world of numismatics. It's the hidden details, the rare errors, and the nearly impossible-to-find conditions that transform this everyday coin into something truly extraordinary. Let's talk about rarity. While the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of Oklahoma quarters in 2008 across both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, only a microscopic fraction of them were struck with errors. Those beautiful little mistakes that collectors crave. One of the most sought after is the double die error. Imagine looking closely at your quarter and seeing the letters or numbers appear slightly doubled, like a shadow beneath the text or design. These errors happen when the die, the tool that stamps the coin, is misaligned during the minting process. A doubled 2008 or a slightly ghosted Oklahoma can be a sign you're holding a coin worth far more than 25 cents. Another error collectors dream about is the off-center strike, where the design is printed askew, leaving parts of the coin blank or uneven. It's rare, it's obvious, and it's instantly valuable. Then there are the planchet errors, when a quarter is mistakenly struck on the wrong metal or has unusual blotches, cracks, or missing layers. These errors are extremely rare and often missed during production. And here's where it gets exciting. When these rare errors combine with a coin in mint state condition, meaning it's uncirculated, flawless, and shiny, you have something special. Collectors know that grading is everything. A 2008 Oklahoma quarter graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can already fetch a premium. But combine that with a confirmed mint error, especially something like a double die or off-metal strike, and you're no longer just holding a coin. You're holding a story, a piece of art, and a potential payday all in one. Why does this matter to collectors? Because true collectors aren't just chasing coins, they're chasing stories. They're hunting for those rare combinations of history, error, and condition that tell a story no other coin can tell. The 2008 Oklahoma quarter, with its graceful design and the rare chance of hidden errors, fits perfectly into that dream. It represents the thrill of the unknown, the possibility that one tiny piece of metal, one common quarter, could change everything. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. There have been verified instances and expert evaluations where a rare 2008 Oklahoma State quarter, with significant minting errors and in pristine condition, has reached an estimated market value of $78,000. Yes, that's $78,000 for a single quarter. One of the most incredible examples of how something small, something simple, and something overlooked can turn out to be worth a fortune. Before you spend that next quarter in a vending machine, take a second look. That Oklahoma quarter rattling around in your pocket might just be your ticket to an unexpected treasure. Top 3. We're traveling to the Western Pacific, specifically to Guam, to uncover the untold value of a coin many people have held, spent, or walked past without a second thought. We're diving into the story of the 2019 war in the Pacific National Park quarter, a coin that is far more than just 25 cents. It's a powerful reminder of history, a masterpiece of minting, and for the lucky few, it might even be worth a life-changing sum of money. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, we'll reveal how this single coin could be worth an astonishing $76,000. Let's start with what makes this coin so special. Released in 2019 as part of the America the Beautiful series, the War in the Pacific Quarter was the third coin issued that year. It commemorates the war in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, an island that witnessed intense and heroic battles during World War II. This coin is more than metal. It's a tribute to the sacrifices made by American forces and the resilience of the people of Guam. The reverse side of the coin features a haunting and heroic scene. Two U.S. soldiers are shown wading through the waters of Asin Bay, moving toward the beach. Behind them, a battlefield waits. It's a dramatic moment frozen in time, a tribute to the landing operations of the Pacific Theater and a powerful visual reminder of the courage displayed by American troops during some of the fiercest fighting in modern history. Flip it over, and of course, we see the iconic image of George Washington, as seen on all quarters in this series. But what makes this particular coin extraordinary isn't just the story it tells, it's the secrets it might be hiding. You see, while the war in the Pacific Quarter was minted in large numbers at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, only a very small number of them contain rare and mysterious errors. And for collectors, those tiny mistakes can mean massive value. Let's talk about those errors. Point one of the most desirable is the double die error. This occurs when the coin design is accidentally struck twice with a slight misalignment. If you examine the coin closely, especially the letters in the words "War in the Pacific" or the outlines of the soldiers, you might notice a shadow-like doubling. This isn't damage, it's a minting error, and it can send a coin's value skyrocketing. Another rare variation is the off-center strike, where the coin design is misaligned, leaving part of it off the edge of the coin. Even rarer are wrong planchet errors, where the design is mistakenly struck on a blank mint for a different coin, sometimes even a different denomination. And let's not forget the strike-through error, where foreign material like grease or fibers interfere with the minting process, creating strange textures or missing design elements on the coin's surface. These errors don't just make a coin unusual, they make it unique. And uniqueness is exactly what collectors are looking for, but rarity alone doesn't make a coin valuable. Condition is key. A coin in mint state condition, meaning it's never been circulated and shows no signs of wear, is worth significantly more. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services can command serious attention at auctions, especially when they also contain one of these rare minting errors oh, how does this all come together? When you find a war in the Pacific Quarter with a minting error, especially a double die or off-metal strike, and it's in flawless, uncirculated condition, you're not just holding a quarter. You're holding a collectible, a piece of wartime history, and potentially a hidden treasure. Collectors from across the globe are actively seeking out this particular coin. Its stunning design, historical meaning, and the excitement of discovering rare variants have made it a standout in the America the Beautiful series. It's not just about the metal. It's about the story, the scarcity, and the thrill of the hunt. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. There have been rare instances, confirmed by grading authorities and collector circles, where a 2019 war in the Pacific Quarter, struck with significant minting errors and preserved in pristine condition, has reached a market value as high as $76,000. Yes, that's $76,000 for a single quarter. Just imagine that. What most people treat as loose change could actually be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered in your very own home. So here's your call to action. Check your pockets, search your coin jars, and look through your collection. That war in the Pacific Quarter, sitting quietly in your drawer, could be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Top 4, we're traveling back to the very beginning of one of the most ambitious and iconic coin programs in U.S. history, the 50-state quarters program. And we're focusing on one of the earliest and most mysterious coins in the series, the 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter. At first glance, it looks just like any other quarter. But here's the secret. Some of these coins are hiding an incredible value. And if you're lucky enough to find the right one, your 25-cent piece could be worth a jaw-dropping fortune. Stay tuned, because at the end of this video, we'll reveal just how much that little Pennsylvania quarter could be worth. And trust me, it's a number you won't forget. Let's start with some background. The Pennsylvania State Quarter was released in 1999, just after the launch of the State Quarters program. This was a turning point in U.S. coinage. Suddenly, quarters weren't just pocket change, they were historical tributes, miniature canvases honoring each state's legacy, culture, and pride. Pennsylvania was the second state honored in the series, and the design is both elegant and deeply symbolic. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see the Commonwealth statue representing justice and liberty, standing tall in front of a detailed outline of the state. Alongside her is a keystone, representing Pennsylvania's nickname, the Keystone State, which reflects its central role in the founding of the United States. There's something special about this design. It feels like a window into America's roots. It reminds us of the role Pennsylvania played in shaping the country, from the signing of the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia to its influence in politics, innovation, and industry. But now, let's get into what collectors really want to know. What makes this coin valuable? Even though millions of these quarters were minted, not all of them are created equal. Some of these coins, due to rare and fascinating minting errors, have become extremely desirable to serious collectors. One of the most sought after is the double die error, an error where parts of the design appear doubled. This can be especially noticeable in the inscriptions like Pennsylvania or 1787. If you spot doubling on the letters or numbers, you could be looking at a rare variation that's worth far more than face value. Another rare error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin's design is not aligned properly and parts of the image are printed off-center. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. But that's not all. There are die cracks, tiny raised lines that appear when the minting die starts to fracture. Some 1999 Pennsylvania quarters show visible cracks, especially near the keystone or the figure of the Commonwealth statue. These might seem like imperfections, but to collectors, they're golden opportunities. The rarer the error and the better the condition, the more exciting the find. And let's not forget about the rare clad layer errors, where part of the nickel outer layer peels or is missing, revealing the copper core beneath. This striking color contrast instantly grabs a collector's attention and boosts the coin's value. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Many of these rare error coins were minted in Philadelphia, and they can often be identified by the small P mint mark on the front of the coin, near Washington's ponytail. So if you've got a Pennsylvania quarter with a P and a visible error, don't spend it. It might be worth a lot more than you think. But condition matters too. Coins in mint state, meaning they've never been circulated and have no scratches or signs of wear, are far more valuable. If you find a coin with a rare error and it's been professionally graded MS67 or higher, you're looking at a true collector's prize. This is the magic of coin collecting. It's not just about money, it's about discovery. It's about holding a piece of American history that also holds hidden potential. And when that hidden potential pays off, it can change everything. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. There have been verified examples of the 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter featuring dramatic mint errors and preserved in flawless, uncirculated condition that have sold for as much as $79,000. Yes, you heard that right. $79,000. For a single quarter. So take a second look at your change. Pull out that dusty coin jar. Because that ordinary-looking Pennsylvania quarter might just be your lucky find. Top 5. We're about to uncover the fascinating story and the surprising value behind one of America's most scenic quarters, the 2019 Ozark Riverway State Quarter. Yes, we're talking about a 25-cent coin that many people have passed through their hands without a second thought. But what if I told you that this ordinary-looking quarter could actually be a rare collector's item, holding a value that goes far, far beyond its face? Stay with me until the very end, because what you learned today might just lead you to a coin that could change your life. Let's begin with the story. In 2019, the United States Mint continued its Celebrated America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that honors national parks and sites across the country. One of the featured locations that year was none other than the Ozark National Scenic Riverways, nestled in the heart of Missouri. Known for its crystal-clear streams, lush forests, and stunning natural springs, the Ozark Riverways are a paradise for nature lovers, hikers, and history buffs alike. The quarter that represents this breathtaking location is a true work of art. On the reverse side of the coin, we see a beautiful image of Alley Mill, a historic red mill sitting beside a flowing river. Surrounded by trees and rolling hills, the scene captures the peace and beauty of the Ozarks while reminding us of the country's early pioneering spirit. The water flows in detailed waves, the building's lines are crisp, and the entire image reflects the balance between man and nature. But flip the coin over and the real adventure begins, because while millions of these quarters were minted and circulated, not all of them are the same. And hidden among the masses are a few extremely rare versions, coins with unique minting errors and flaws that send collectors into a frenzy. Let's talk about those rare errors. One of the most exciting is the double die error. Imagine holding a coin and seeing the letters or numbers doubled, like a shadow behind the original text. On the Ozark Riverways quarter, this error might appear in the words Ozark Riverways, the year 2019, or even in the fine details of the mill itself. It's subtle, but unmistakable when seen up close. And when confirmed, it makes that coin incredibly desirable. Then there's the off-center strike, a fan favorite among error collectors. In this type of error, the design of the coin isn't centered properly, part of the image might be cut off, and blank areas might appear along the edge. These coins are instantly recognizable and are valued because each one is completely unique. Another rare and valuable type is the die break, or CUD, error. This happens when a piece of the die actually breaks during the minting process, creating a raised blob or mark on the coin where there should be clean detail. In some Ozark quarters, collectors have spotted these unusual bumps near the edges or by the flowing river, each one turning a common coin into a rarity. And for the serious collectors out there, the Holy Grail might be the wrong planchet error. A coin that was struck on a blank intended for another denomination, like a dime or a foreign coin. These mistakes are incredibly rare, and when found on a coin as beautiful and symbolic as the Ozark Riverways quarter, their value shoots through the roof. Now, what adds even more importance to all of this is condition. A coin's grade can be the difference between a few dollars and a small fortune. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they have never been circulated and show no signs of wear, are the cream of the crop. If your Ozark quarter has a minting error and is graded MS67 or higher by a professional coin grading service, you could be sitting on something truly extraordinary. So, how does a simple quarter reach legendary status? It all comes down to a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. People around the world are constantly searching for unique pieces that stand out, and the 2019 Ozark Riverways quarter checks all the boxes. A stunning design, a story rooted in American nature and history, and the possibility of rare errors. That's a collector's dream. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Some verified versions of this coin, with confirmed errors and top-tier condition, have sold for a staggering $73,000. Yes, you heard that right. $73,000 for a 25-cent coin. So, check your change. Look through your coin jar. You never know when a hidden treasure might be right under your nose. That one coin you almost spent on a snack might actually be worth more than most people's yearly salary. If this story fascinated you and sparked your passion for coin collecting, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss our next journey into the world of rare coins. We've got many more secrets to uncover, and who knows? The next coin we feature might be sitting in your wallet right now. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.